Hi there, I'm Bill Childers, and I'm going to show you how to change the clutch fluid in a modern manual transmission equipped LS3 LS series engine. There's a design flaw with the LS3 in that the clutch rod, the actuation rod for the clutch, sits inside the bell housing. So as it goes in and out, there's a little bit of hydraulic fluid on that rod, and it gets dust on it. Therefore, the dust gets pulled back inside the clutch seals of the slave cylinder and then pollutes the entire clutch hydraulic system. It's not a big deal if you purge the fluid every once in a while. It's actually rather easy to do it. But if you don't do it on a fairly regular interval, you're going to wind up with a pitted clutch arm due to the dust. The seals will start to fail. You'll start getting clutch fluid leaking out of the slave cylinder, and then the next thing you know, your clutch doesn't work. Pedal goes to the floor, nothing happens. Car doesn't work. Not a good thing to have, not something you want to have, particularly on a sports car like a Corvette or like a G8 or anything else that, the new Camaro even. All these cars that are sticks have the similar design issue. It's not a big deal to take care of it. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. So let me flip the camera around, and you're going to see what. Okay, so we're looking under the hood. This is the driver's side of the car. And if you look here, you can see this is the brake master cylinder in the reservoir. This little guy is the clutch reservoir. In there is clutch fluid. Clutch fluid is nothing more than .4 brake fluid, the same stuff you would use to do the brakes, you use to do the clutch. Make sure it's good stuff. Make sure it's fresh. The stuff costs $2 a bottle. Don't buy, a bottle, use half of it, put it on the shelf. The stuff hydroscopic, it absorbs water. You don't want to have water in your brake or your clutch fluid. Use it, open a new bottle, use it. If you use half of it, throw the rest away. It isn't worth the trouble. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the clutch fluid out of this reservoir using like a syringe basically, and then we're going to just put new clutch fluid in it. Not a big deal. Here's how we do it. I bought this gizmo, the Mixmizer, from local Ace Hardware. It's nothing more than a syringe designed to mix gas and oil for two-stroke engines. But it's got a nice big tip, it's got a nice big piston, makes it really easy to suck the clutch fluid out of this. All we're going to do is we're going to take this guy, we're going to open up the lid here, and insert the syringe, suck the fluid out, and then put new fluid in. So I'm going to do that. I only have two hands, so I'm going to do that and let you see how it works. You'll have to use your imagination. But basically, we just pop this guy off. You can see the fluid in there is kind of an amber, dark amber. It should be a light amber. If it's black, change it. Change it, change it, change it. It isn't hard. Do it. Otherwise, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Anyway, we're just going to take this guy. We're going to stick him in there. Pull the plunger back. Suck out most of, not all of the fluid. You want to leave a little bit in there. You don't want air in the system. And then we're going to just, fill it back up. So I'm going to go do that. So now if you look at the reservoir, it's almost empty. There's a little bit in there. Again, you want to leave just a little. Otherwise, you'll wind up with air in the system, and that's no fun. One other thing to remember, brake fluid is corrosive. Don't get it on your paint. If you do, wipe it off immediately, like ASAP. Have a rag with you at all times. Anyway, looking at it, the fluid's a little lighter. Obviously, I've put fresh fluid in there. I'm going to pop the cap back on this guy. And screw him down snug. Now, the trick to this is going inside the car, because what you have to do is you have to pump that pedal, the clutch pedal, like, 30 or 40 times. So, here I am pumping the clutch pedal. You can hear it. Those of you with dirty minds will think of things that are dirty. I'm not doing anything dirty. I'm pumping the clutch pedal honestly. Look. See? Clutch pedal. Anyway, the reason we do this is it forces that clutch rod to go in and out, actuating the clutch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, forces the fluid to circulate in the system. What that's going to do is it's going to take that clutch dust I mentioned and distribute it again throughout our neat, nice, clean fluid that we just put in there. But hopefully we're putting more clean fluid in than we're taking dirty fluid out. We're going to have to do this process probably 5 times before the fluid gets to a point where I'm comfortable driving my car on a daily basis. Last time I did this was about 3 months ago. Basically, anytime you change the oil, consider doing this. If you change your own oil, fine. If you don't change your own oil, if you take it to a dealer, I don't know if they'll do it. GM hasn't officially acknowledged that this is a design issue. It's one of those deals. If you know about it, it's not a big deal. If you don't know about it, and you drive your car aggressively, and you just kind of let it go, it's not good. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and pull more fluid out, but you've already seen the process, so that's the end of it. You know, rinse, wash, repeat about 5 times. That's all there is to it. I hope this helps someone. I know I was surprised when I first heard about this, but what are you gonna do? You know, I change my own oil, maintain my own vehicles, and this is just another little thing you gotta do. Not a big one. That's it. Happy driving. Drive safe and have fun.